Jeez, I haven't done a mod review in years. Anyway. Before you ask, the modder is British, so yeah. GT4 Randomizer is a mod hack for, well, Gran Turismo 4. It was made by the Admeister based on a whip build of the Spec 2 mod and was first released on May 15th, 2023. This mod took a part of the GT community by storm, mainly because it's a mod for the PS2 game. And compared to other consoles like the Mega Drive or the GameCube, they're hard to make hacks for it. Fortunately, we've seen successful attempts for these past 3 years, even if some are rehashes found in its PC versions. Now, what is a randomizer? Well, it's a mod that rearranges data of a game to make your playthrough a messy crapshoot, based on a seed you either input or the mod itself does. It could randomize what enemies appear in the room, what items you get, the layout of the game world, or in extreme cases, it can change a lot of stuff, like the Rainbow Miser for GTA San Andreas. But thankfully, this mod takes a less demented approach and just randomizes what cards you earn after passing licenses and winning events. That's basically it. So why am I talking about it if it's just that simple? It's like with Real Pong, what more can I say? Well, even if it's simple, it doesn't stop anyone from reviewing it. Besides, this is just an excuse to show y'all my new attire, and the removal of my dental implants. God, I miss the McFoley Cup so much. I remember getting it like it was yesterday. Now, if you want to install it yourself, it's simple. First, you must have the ISO for GT4's online public beta, not to be confused with the online test version. There's a clear distinction between the two. Then get the randomizer and a program to apply the hack, X Delta. Select the patch and the source, name your new ISO, apply it, wait, and there you go. Now play how you prefer it. For me, I'm gonna try playing not with an emulator, but on actual hardware. Here at Sophie's POV, we take reviewing PS2 games seriously. Plus, my PC can't handle most games emulated, so I just copied the ISO to a hard drive and used OPL. The joys of PS2 modding. Though it wasn't as simple as I first thought. If you want to do it what I did, you have to first create a save with PCSX2, then import it to a real memory card, otherwise it'll crash out the disk screen on a real PS2. But anyways, I'm glad the character limit is raised to 30, so I can put my full username into it. Now, what I've decided to do in this playthrough is doing the no car buying challenge. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm giving a little leeway. If I ever buy a car until I win the GT World Championship, the playthrough is over and so is the video. Not instantly, but still. And with the randomizer, it's gonna be difficult. The moment I decided to do the challenge was when I started the B license, after looking to use dealerships for a bit. After many attempts to get at least silver, especially the Tsukuba lab part and the MX-5 Montegi, I've earned my first two cars, a Ford GT40, sweet, and an Impreza. Now, the GT40 is overkill, so at the moment I'm putting that aside. I went to my first event, in the 4-wheel drive challenge, and then with another Impreza, great. To the Clubman Cup, and come on. Well, at least I can use it not for the Lupo Cup, because apparently that requires an A license. Instead, I went to the GTA Cup, and won a drift sedan. I'm getting really lucky. But for how long? Now, you have to keep in mind that the GT World Championship is locked until you win all the events in beginner and professional categories, meaning it is a requirement to have a few cars for some events, such as, in that order, a car of each drivetrain, a K car, a convertible, a pickup truck, a naturally aspirated car, a turbo car, a boxer engine car, an old pre-70s car, and a production supercar. I gotta tell you, this event is bullshit. I'm only allowed to drive a street legal car, yet opponents are allowed to drive their concept cars in there. Moving swiftly, I have no issue getting some of the required cars, however others are difficult. Due to the randomized nature of the randomizer, you most likely don't get the car you want and have to resort buying one for that event. Sometimes you end up getting a duplicate of a car you already have. I see all Skyline GTRs as duplicates. Now, there are many events, so you have many chances to get a car you want, but even then it's like loot boxes, whereas yet it's limited a month. And don't get me started on the license tests. I don't have the determination to get all gold in these tests. I did a few of them, but they're more like happy accidents. I can strive for silver and that's about it. Next gonna tell me I get a pickup if I earn gold in B license. But I digress. Sunday Cup with the Lupo and I won a 3rd Gen Supra. I'm an early zoomer, I can do this shit! FR Challenge with the Supra and wanna know Celica. FF Challenge and Isuzu. Also got competition with the GT40, a Buick. MR Challenge with the GT40 again. Look, it was the only mid-engine car I have. I want an SLK. Cross that on the checklist. And after that, I want another useless car. No offense. Maybe I'm being overkill here. I've been using the GT40 in some events, expecting them to be as hard as nails with something mundane. The NA event has Corvettes and Aston Martins there. After trying not to fall asleep, seriously, this game can be boring. I want a 280Z and use it for a Japanese 70s Cup. Yeah, I made it a joke with the upgrades, and I want a Zonda, yes! And that's when I decided to do the A license. But you might be asking, there's gotta be more than that to warrant a review and not some silly let's play, right? First up, there's some improvements involving the simulation menus. When you go to a dealership, you normally get this menu with cubes and arrows, as well as the top power 2 images, one fitting to another. In this mod, it's completely overhauled. Now the car images take most of the screen with the items at the bottom, perfectly aligned horizontally. And I really love this change, especially with the new images it replaces. Period correct as possible too. However, they're static, so don't expect any fading, and if you're playing in 4x3, the pics are letterbox, but still, very well done. Another improvement on the menus is that there's no loading bar whenever you install a part after purchase. Yes, the bar is a waste of everyone's time, and it turned out to be a pointless addition. Region-specific cars, such as a few more Hyundais from the Korea version, are added in, as well as the ESO branded cars, among the same ones, but with the Exxon branding instead. Also, the NCMX5 from that later demo is available for purchase. On the gameplay side, there's better auto transmission behavior, fixed final ratios for a few cars, and new engine sounds for some of them as well, now sounding like the actual cars. There might have been a few I missed, but other than that, that's it. Oh yeah, every car and truck is unlocked from the start in arcade mode, that's right. There's these menu items in GT mode that just tease you. Unfortunately, I can't do the Family Cup events in this mod, so that sucks. Another thing that sucks are a few problems not at fault of the mod, but the online beta. Most egregious being an AI issue that all prepares forward. Whenever the opponent approaches this kink, they slow down by a lot. So that makes these races a joke, and sadly the mod maker doesn't know how to fix that. The rest are just nitpicks, no moves in the arcade track selection, and the lack of demo replays, which is why there's a grey background in the license pre-race menu. Speaking of, I got the A license, which means I can enter the special condition races. For my troubles, I earned a 300C for bronze, and a Megane for silver. Sucks. Schwarzwaldliga, drove 2 cars there, and I had trouble with the old prepares one. The Lupo just isn't worth it on city tracks. What did I win? A Dodge Viper? Ah yes, how German. Into the special condition stuff. One thing about playing the original for years is that you know what cars you can win and how you can cheese a game to an absurd amount. In the Easy Capri Rally at Costa di Amalfi, after winning all 2 of the races, you earned the Toyota RSC rally car. Usually concept cars can't be sold, only removed from the garage, but for this car, you can sell for over 260,000 credits. And because you can do the event and earn the car again, and how short the event is, bearing the collision penalties, you can easily grind it to the millions. Now that I'm playing the randomizer, what did I earn for this? A fucking micro racer that doesn't sell for much. Well, at least I found a better grinder in the form of the Easy Tsukuba wet race, where I can earn this Super GT NSX and sell for over 300 grand. It's only one 2-lap race, what's not to love? Anyways, I earned a 4GT don't be easy, check that, an air track in the US Championship, and a Hummel in the Hot Rod competition. Hot Rod my ass! You get the idea by now. After many races and many earned cars later, I decided to get the International B license. By this point, I got all the cars I needed to complete the 2 main categories, except for a pickup truck. As there are over 700 cars in the game, there's a less than 1% chance I might get it. Yes! And I am really getting desperate. Every time I finish an event, I anticipate for a truck to show up, but nothing came. Just useless trash after useless trash, and sometimes useful cars for some events. Still, I'm really frustrated. I want my truck, damn it! Several events later, I finally got 25% completion, which means the endurance races are unlocked. God forbid it's in one of the 24-hour events. But I really hope I get a pickup for my troubles, damn it! It's like getting a job at this point. Fuck it, I'm doing an endurance race. Surely I'll be lucky with this. With enough effort and pit strategy, I won a fucking Prius. I did the International A license and I had trouble with this. Not IA-15 though, I somehow got gold on my second try this playthrough, but I still got nothing. I even tried to do one of the cheats that's been discovered almost 2 decades after the game's release, where you do a button combo to get gold on a test. And now, there was no pickup in B license, neither in A through IA. Even when I cheat, I still lose. After over 30 hours, I started thinking about giving up and just buy a truck outright. After all, my hard drive to store the footage is filling up quick. I mean, I can just stop the video and continue the playthrough from there. You already know enough, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. Please end it. You're right. So far, as of this video, I haven't gotten a true duplicate yet, but I did get instances where I get 2 of the same cars, but from different model years. God, I despise the car list. But anyways, I quite enjoyed this mod a lot. I gotta warn you, be sure to play the originals to see which cars you're supposed to get after winning the events, so that you'll enjoy this even more. And I cannot wait for the Spec 2 mod to come out. The next lineup of reviews are just gonna be quick ones, as I'll be busy with a lot of things. The first one is about a game featuring a more annoying announcer than Bob Fitzgerald in Test Drive Off-Road.